gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. Our CAMPFIRESONG song. And if you don't think that we can sing it faster, then you're wrong. But it'll help if you just sing along. CMPFIRESONG song. If you don't think that we can sing it faster, then you're wrong. But V up if you just sing along. CMPFIRESONG song. Sly! Phoebe! Good! It'll help! It'll help! If you just sing along! Oh yeah!
Alright, but before we end the video, I have something very special I want to say real quick.
Oh, God.
Cue the music.
Wait, what?
We are Inklings, you'll
Oh.
never see us on
Oh
Steam.
my God.
We say Wooby and we like
Oh
to
my
eat ice
God.
cream. There's no humans
Oh
to
my
interrupt our
God.
games. You know, I am here with James.
You're not gonna do this in every video, are you?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.
Kill me now!
Testing. It looks like everything's working okay. Okie dokie. Hopefully things are working out and things like that. Yay, looks like it's working. Hey, Fuzzy Gear to you, and welcome back to G8RStreams. So, yeah, if my voice sounds a little different, I'm in a completely different place compared to the last time. Thank goodness, because this place is awesome. So, yeah, I'm in an actual area where I can comfortably stream and things like that. And I mean that literally because the past couple places I've lived at, it was kind of not a comfy place to sit for long periods of time for streaming and things like that. So, yeah, we're in a new setup. It's super awesome. So, without further ado, let's play Splatoon 3. Not literally yet because that's still kind of a ways away. And we're doing a versus. And I don't want to do let's play in a versus at the same time. Because the last time that happened, it didn't end very well. Listen up, it's going down. Repping the Splatlands, we are Deep Cut. Anarchy Splatcast! Here we go. You lip sync, we drip ink. Server, Fry, and Big Man. What's your favorite chocolate? Sound off in the Splatfest. Unwrap your favorite flavor at the pledge box in the square. Great splatting so far, everyone. Let's check in on the halftime report. Go Shiver! Hit us with the results! It's the moment of truth, but still anyone's game. The team currently in first is... Ah! I can't believe we're not winning this yet. Great work, team. Stay focused, stay positive, and show 'em who's boss. It's far from over. Are you even ready for... Are you even ready for the tricolor battle? Team Fry is ready! Not that we answer to you. Check out the current Splatfest stages. Drumroll. Blah, I didn't get a chance to finish reading that. It's been a while since I streamed. The temp doesn't change at night here. Watch out, fellow cold-blooded competitors. Stay warm for by battling and singing your heart out. Duh! And here's where the tricolor battles are happening. Fry, let's call a truce between our teams and take down the leader. Idol solidarity. You're on until the grand finale at least, because this idol wants the spotlight all to herself. Clock running out. She fires at the egg basket. Now's it. Game over. Working on your tag throws, haven't you? And that's it for now. Let's get out of here. From Spotsville, that's a wrap. Catch you later. Alright, so now we're playing through... Why are my mouse controls not turned on? That's something that we'll need to fix real quick. There it is. There we go. Okay, okay. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun time. We're playing through the dark versus white versus milk chocolate Splatfest thingy. So I'm on Team Milk Chocolate because that's my favorite. I love all kinds of chocolate. So, that's going to be fun. And also, it has to be said, chocolate, 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 chocolate. Alrighty then. So yeah, over here we get to see our super awesome idols dancing for the Splatfest and things like that. And it makes me super happy because they announced that the original Incompetence Disciples will be returning, and Callie and Marie are going to be dancing during Splatfest, which makes me super happy as a longtime fan of the Splatoon series! Whew! Okay, okay. So, a bit of a fun thing that happened in between streams. So, I don't know what happened, but my controller, it's kind of funny. Like, I don't know what's going on with it, but the B and A buttons are a little sticky. I don't know how this happened. Like, I randomly pulled them out of my bag one day, and there was, like, something that spilled on it or something. I don't know what it was. It was a little red in coloring. Like, it was like what... I don't know what it was. Like, my first thought was maybe like a cough drop spilled in there or something, but no, I don't keep cough drops in that bag. So, I don't know what happened right there, but the button is a little sticky. Like, it still works fine. It just feels a little different compared to the other buttons, and it's very distracting. Now onto our first Splatfest match. Alright. Blah. That is exactly the commentary that you look for on the stream. That is the exact perfect quality of content. Yeah, we're facing white chocolate, and you know what? You're going down, because white chocolate isn't even chocolate. It doesn't even contain cocoa solids. Or whatever. That was a quote from the Simpsons game, and the thing is, like, the funny thing about that one was that that game was made after, like, the golden era of the Simpsons, but it still had some pretty funny dialogue in it. It was still a pretty funny game. It was basically like a big parody of the whole video game industry as a whole. They have a level based off of Call of Duty, but it's called the Medal of Homer. And probably my favorite one was this one that was parodying Japanese games, like Pokemon and things like that. They called it the Big Super Happy Fun Game. I don't know why, but that's like my favorite name for like a fictional thing ever. I might be speaking hyperbolically, but or something like that, but it was still a pretty amusing thing. Like, oh no, we fell off the thing because I'm mad at the stage because I haven't played in a while. I've not been able to play Splatoon 3 as much as I wanted to because, yeah, living in the last place kind of made a lot of things difficult. But yeah, things are better now, so I'm super happy about this place and things like that, so it's nice. Oh, we were almost deceased right there, but luckily we're still living, because I like the part of my life where I'm alive and stuff. Ah, no! Well, at least we took down 2 people. Alrighty then. We should probably cover some of this opening area in ink. That's like one of the bigger strategies that I could recommend with Splatoon is that at the beginning of every match, go straight for the center first and then worry about the base later. Because the thing about that, you may think, oh, well, why would I do that? Because, like, doesn't every little thing count when it comes to turf and things like that? That may be the case, but here's the thing. Getting control of the center is pretty important at the very beginning of the match. So that's kind of the big reason why you're probably better off trying to take care of this, okay? Why you're probably better off taking care of the center first and then expanding outwards beyond that. Because they're going to likely get splat at some point during the match anyways. They're going to be going back to the front, so while you are making your way back over there and your teammates have the center of the area cover and stuff, you can take some time to go back to the front and things like that. So That's what I used to do when I played this game. Like, whenever I played the first Splatoon, one of the things that I used to do was that I used to stay at the front of the map and focus on that area during the beginning of the match. I think my sister still does that. I personally like trying to go to the center first and then worrying about the edges of the map later. Alrighty then, let's see how terrible we did. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I do kind of wish we'd see the losing animations for the Inklings and Octolings, because they had a lot of really cute ones in the first two games. Like, my favorite one was probably... I think it was a Slosher from the first game, where the Inkling would, like, trip and fall, and then the bug would land on their head. It was, like, really funny to see, so that was a pretty funny one. And just one thing that bums me out about this game is that we don't get to see that anymore. But it's not that big of a deal. So as we go through this, so what's everybody's favorite kind of chocolate? So, do you like Reese's, do you like Hershey's, or you're not a big fan of chocolate in general? Like, what's your favorite kind of chocolate? My favorite is definitely like a good old Reese's peanut butter cup. That's like my go-to chocolate and things like that. That's what I usually eat and things like that. I remember when I first started my job, I'd get like I'd have like a big pack of Reese's peanut butter cups every time I went to the grocery store. And like I'd have like a pack a day and things like that. That sounds like... that sounds really bad, just saying a pack a day. It was a pack of chocolate a day. So, that's what I usually do, but then I realized, oh, that kind of adds up after a while, and it might be better to, you know, eat healthier. So, I still eat a lot of chocolate, it's just I try to cut back and things. That makes it sound like it's a really bad addiction. There's no other way to word that. Well, I guess chocolate could be addictive as well. Alright, so is this a mirror match? I don't think no, this is not a mirror match. Okay, yay! Hopefully the same map as before, so that's going to be a thing. One thing I gotta say that I gotta keep better track of for this is I want to keep better track of what stages we've already seen during these matches. Now, I don't have as much freedom to do these as I used to during Splatoon 2. So, I'm not really making it that big of a priority to try and showcase every single map in every Splatfest and things like that. Because one of the bigger things I do for the Splatoon 2 Let's Play was to try and demonstrate every map in a Splatfest at least once. And I definitely would like to try to do that again for this one when the time comes to Let's Play this game. But I'm not sure how much of a priority I can make that, considering, like, I do have a job now, and I have other commitments and stuff, so I can't always focus on that. But it's still something that I do hope to achieve at some point eventually. You are a hammer, and you are now going to be destroyed. But how'd you get me from down there? I suppose the hammer is pretty big. Eh, well. Hello, Green Grippers Gaming and Pick Manipulator. How y'all doing? Grippers Gaming says that dark chocolate is good. I do like dark chocolate. It's pretty good, so... yeah, you'll be on Shiver's team during this Splatfest. I'm on team milk chocolate because that's my personal favorite. And I would go waifu bias and go with Shiver, but Fry's also pretty cute too. So, like, second waifu support, it's definitely important as well. All right, so let's head over this way. And most big moon players saying it's a little hard to reach out while streaming. Thankfully, the setup makes it so that my computer is a little bit closer to the screen. Well, the computer to the screen. It's a little easier to read stream chat with this setup right now, because before it was kind of a pain, but now it's not a pain. It's only kind of a pain. It's a pa. It is a pa. It is half a pain. Splatted by a Xplosher. Whee! Even though we're not calling, so we'd be saying Vimo. But Rumi is the more popular catchphrase. Big Manipulator is saying I like Reese's too. If I was participating in the Splatfest, I'd probably go for dark chocolate. What if none of the idols are your waifu? I mean, we're 3 games into the series, and at least one idol from each game has been a waifu so far. I'd say the only one who I'd say the series is not waifu material, like, whatsoever, has to be Big Man. And nothing against Big Man or anything like that, it's just that, you know, he's kind of a manta ray, so, like, I'm sure there's, like, some kind of furry equivalent, but, like, that's not really my thing. Down the road, there probably will be, like, some kind of Splatoon character who'd make furries happy. Well, there kind of is, because in this game, there are the fuzzy octolings, so I guess that could qualify as a furry waifu. I'm not sure. Purpose Gaming says, then he would not be very happy. Hey, mantas are pretty awesome. I'm just saying that they're not my waifu. If I were to rank them all, though, if I were to rank all the idols in the games, I'd probably go... Marina would definitely be top tier. She's my absolute favorite Splatoon character ever. So Marina would be top tier, and then Callie would be number 2, then Shiver. Shiver and Mary, they're probably, like, interchangeable in 3rd place, but then it would be Shiver, Mary, and then probably Fry after that, and then Pearl, and then Big Man. Again, nothing against Big Man, it's just that there's other waifus. And this right here, I gotta say, I always really love this lobby right here, because you have this giant TV that just looks so cool. It's all massive and stuff, and it's all curved and things like that. It's like the Times Square Jumbotron or something like that. It just looks really cool. Like my neighbor says, but squids and octopuses are your waifu, apparently. Now, here's the thing about that. They're anthropomorphic. Big Man is not anthropomorphic, he's just a normal manta ray. He's also a guy, so, like, I don't think... Well... Words are difficult. Big Man is a guy, so he'd probably qualify as somebody who says Bondo or something. But again, not my thing. Still a cool character. Although we'll tease James about that forever and things like that, because... Get away from me, okay. You are gonna land right there. There's one behind me. Hey, Will. Yeah, like... One thing I'm really excited about with Splatoon right now is that they added a Nintendo Direct recently where they talked a little bit more about what's coming to Splatoon 3 in the future. So, I'm super excited for the DLC they're going to be coming out with, because they have the first wave that's going to have Inkopolis return. So I'm really excited for that, even if it is just like a Plaza skin change. I'm really excited for that because the Inkopolis from the first game was just so special and things like that, and there wasn't a way to go back to it in Splatoon 2. So having the option to go back to it at all in this game, that just makes me super happy. And the fact that there's like a bunch of Splatoon players who got introduced to the series with 2 and 3 who never got to experience the Plaza from the first one. So now they're going to get the chance to do that too, so I'm really happy about that. I don't know if they're going to do anything beyond just having it be a Plaza or anything like that, but just the idea of being able to see what the Plaza's like after all this time, it's just really going to be cool. And the really nice thing is that it's also going to be playable during Splatfest and things like that, so we'll be able to see Callie Marie doing the Splatfest dance, which is like easily one of the best things in the first game. So I'm really excited about that. Big Name Player says, I'm surprised that Squid Sisters are still working as idols. When you're as iconic as the Squid Sisters, your idol career is going to last forever. Alright, we're probably not going to do well on this match, but hopefully we'll be able to turn things around. Alright. Alright. Okie-dokie. I do wish this weapon had a better, like, special weapon. I do like the blah blah blur, I just wish it had a different special, because I'm not that big of a fan of the Ink Storm. It's still a good weapon and things like that, and I really like that it's usable after the timer goes off. I just wish it had something better, like a booyah bomb or giant missile or something. Gator likes Mollusk. He is a molly. Also, does this mean there's going to be two-sided Splatfest again? How will they handle three-sided ones in Gopless? That's a good question. I didn't think about that. Huh. I don't think Kalimiri they're probably not going to have Kalimiri's colors change every Splatfest like they did in the first game. So, I don't know. That's got me very curious now. I'm just imagining, like, okay, okay, I have a theory, but it's kind of a spoiler for the story mode of this game. I don't know if I want to say it, so I'll say that theory another time, unless everybody in the stream has already played through the entirety of the story mode. But yeah, I do have a theory, but it's a spoiler, so I won't say anything. Actually, is it a spoiler? Do they have it in the trailers or no? Oh, I don't remember now. So I think we'll play a couple more regular matches, and then we'll try going for a couple of tricolors things as well. But eventually I do also want to play Summon Run a little bit, because Summon Run is my favorite multiplayer mode in the game. So we gotta play that at some point as well. Battle time! Exclamation point! Pick Manipulator says Cuttlefish will represent Team 3. I was thinking Agent 3. But Cuttlefish would actually be funny too, so if they do that, that'd be amazing. This is the 4th time in a row we've gone this stage. That's bringing back memories of recording the Let's Plays and trying to get a specific stage to appear, but then it wouldn't, and then it was a kind of a pain. Alright, let's get rid of the mayonnaise, because this is very clearly mayonnaise and stuff like that. How many times did they use a Splatoon color? I know they used it for during Ketchup vs. Mayonnaise. I think they used it for Chaos' Order as well, so that's neat. Alright, let's go this way. Focusing on the game, because I want to beat White Chocolate. We're going to destroy White Chocolate, and we're going to like it. So this makes me think of something kind of funny. So, you know how around Easter and things like that, they have like a bunch of candy themed for bunnies and things like that? So, there's one year where my family and I, like myself and my 2 sisters, we each got like one of those like giant like chocolate bunnies and things like that. So, I remember mine was white chocolate, and I do like white chocolate, but that bunny was huge, and I was a dumb little kid who was determined to eat the entire thing, even if he wasn't a big fan of white chocolate. So, like, I remember finishing it off and being super happy with myself, but also realizing, oh, wait, that was a lot of white chocolate. I don't feel so good right now. I don't think I'll ever be able to look at white chocolate the same way again. But yeah, the funny thing about the white chocolate bunny thingy itself was that, oh no! Where did that come from? Where did that come from, you stupid Autobomb? Why would you do such a thing? Sneaking around the corner all sneaky snake? Who do you think you are, Batman? I'm imagining Batman as an inkling and I think that's funny. Someday Splatoon is gonna make a starfish waifu for Gator. Somewhere out there's probably a starfish character, like an anthropomorphic starfish, who somebody thinks is hot. There was that one episode of SpongeBob where, like, oh god, I hate this episode. But there's that one episode of SpongeBob where Patrick dressed up as a girl to hide from somebody who was trying to sell them on a vacation package. So he dresses up like a girl named Patricia, and Mr. Krabs and Scooter, like, fell in love with Patricia. I did not like that episode, honestly. Like, that was the first time that I watched a new SpongeBob episode that was coming out, and thinking to myself, I don't think I like this. Did they make a bad SpongeBob episode? Is my childhood ruined? No. It's kind of amusing because with SpongeBob and things like that, most people would say that the show's not good anymore after season 3. There's a few episodes beyond that that I think are probably like just as good as the originals, but I would say that in terms of overall quality, I think it goes a little bit further. I think season 4 is probably the last good season, because even if it didn't have Steven Hillenburg on board, it had some really great episodes. Like, I love Krusty Towers. That was such a good episode. The one where Mrs. Buffs gets fired, I think that was pretty funny too. So they had some pretty good episodes in season 4. I think even season 5 has some pretty good ones too. The one where there's a new roller coaster in Glove World, I think that one's top tier after that era. That one's pretty good too. So yeah, those ones are pretty fun. Yeah, the first movie is definitely a good stopping point. I think that was intended to be the series finale. I know Steven Hillenburg was involved in that one, and that was his intention with it. But because SpongeBob was like growing so huge in popularity, Nickelodeon insisted that it continue onwards. And yeah, like that kind of makes me wonder what would have happened if other shows had that same fate too. Like, there definitely have been other ones like that that were supposed to end at a set point, but the higher ups of the company wanted to continue. So that makes me wonder if Avatar: The Last Airbender had the same kind of effect that SpongeBob did on Nickelodeon. How would they have continued the show after season 3? Because season 3 is definitely where the series ends. So what would have been their plan? Would they have tried to, like, drawn out the actual fight with the Fire Lord across a couple of different seasons, and he just, like, and it becomes, like, a Pokemon thing where Aang just never becomes, like, champion or something like that? Like, maybe really curious what they would have planned for that. Now, you could argue that they did kind of get away with that in a way, because Legend of Korra came out a couple years later, and I think they're doing another Avatar series with an Earthbender. But like, who knows if that's going to be any good or not. I've never actually seen Legend of Korra. I've seen one episode. I saw the very first episode when it came out, and I thought it was really good. But around that time, we also just kind of didn't have cable TV anymore. So I never really got the chance to continue watching after that. And like, beyond that, I never really made the time to go back and watch the whole thing. Because that's my thing with TV in general, is that I have a hard time getting into new shows. So, like, if I see a new show that I like, I was like, oh, cool, like, I'll start watching this. This is pretty cool. But also, watching TV is like a big time commitment. There's other things I want to do. And if I'm watching a TV show for the first time, I want to focus on the show. So, like, that's like my big thing with Marvel right now. They had so many Marvel shows come out recently, and it's like, it's great and all. I'm sure these are good shows, but they had WandaVision and Falcon the Winter Soldier and Loki all premiere so close to one another, and then I was able to keep up with all of them, but after Loki ended, I just wanted to break from Marvel for a little bit, and then they also came out with Moon Knight and Miss Marvel and what was the other one? I know there's a 6th one I'm forgetting. But yeah, they came out with 6 Marvel shows. They're so close to it. She-Hulk. That's what the one I was thinking of. Okay, that one I did watch a little bit. I did watch the first couple episodes. I lost track of it because then I got like super busy at work. But then I watched the very last episode and thought it was awesome. So at some point I do want to go back and finish watching the Marvel shows I skipped. But also around the time they're also starting Star Wars Obi-Wan, and that one was like my big priority to watch as it was actively being uploaded. Because Star Wars Obi-Wan, I don't care what anyone says, that is top tier Star Wars in my opinion. I love that show. Everybody Gaming says Season 4 does have some good episodes, not just as good as the first 3 seasons, where almost every episode is good. Only seen like an episode or 2 of Korra 2, never was interested in after Master Airbender ended. That's kind of the same boat I was in. Like, I know Korra is a good show. I just never really found the time to get into it. Alright, so we're gonna wrap up the regular battles for a bit and let's go into a tricolor match. It's probably going to be a disaster because, to be completely honest, I still don't fully understand how tricolor matches work. The basic idea is that it's a 3-player turf war, and I think what the objective is that there's a thing in the center, and it becomes like your team's super weapon if you cover more of the ink, if you cover more of the turf in your ink. I think that's how it works. I don't know. And I'm honestly very nervous to go into this match because we're on a disadvantaged team, which means there's only going to be 2 people on my team, and I don't know what I'm doing, so if we don't know what we're doing, then we're kind of not going to be at a good advantage. Alright. Let's do this. This is the same stage that I played last Tricolor. This is the same one. This is the same one. Okay, fine. We'll play this one again. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's... the Ultra Signal appeared. Cool. Alright. How do we activate it? I don't know what we do with it. Oh no! You get away from me, you snicker! You are not invited to my birthday party. Our team lost the Ultra Signal and it's appeared again. Cool. I don't know what to do with it though. There's not really like a good practice mode for this, so that's the big reason why I still have no idea what in the world I'm supposed to be doing with this stupid thing. Nope. That did not end well. No. How is your thing going down? Okay. Other team is going for the Ultra Signal. Don't you dare go for the Ultra Signal! That Ultra Signal is mine! I elect it! I elect it with my own 2 hands! I don't know how that works! But we did it! No! Did I just say I licked it with my own 2 hands? What? I don't want to know how that works. Okay. Let's continue onwards with no rap music or flash dancing. I'm trying not to giggle at it because it was stupid, but look at my own 2 hands. Okay. Ultra Signal appeared. You get away. I think we're fine. I think we're fine and dandy! I'm starting to think I get this mode now. I'm thinking that is a possibility. We want to go to the center, obviously. But then we want to go over here and not get stuck on their own enemies, because that is bad. That is not very good indeed. Okie dokie, we got the thing now. Cool. Yay. No! Okay, we got the thing though. Why did our percentage thing go so far down? Okay, I really don't get the percentage, how that's calculated on the stage. Big Neighbor says, watch out with Korra, I liked it alright. I liked the first season the most though, because Gaming says, this game just hates you at this point. Here's the thing though, the game doesn't really teach you the tutorial for this thing is not very explained very well, and the recon doesn't really give you a chance to give you an idea of what you're supposed to do with this thing. Tricolor battles. 3 teams that ink turf and fight to take over ultra signals. At the end, the team with the most turf inked wins. Alright, each team's turf area, the ultra signal, sprinkler of doom, number of ultra signals secured. After the halftime report, players can participate in tricolor battles. These are 3 versus 4 versus 2 showdowns, feature an intense battle to control the central turf between the teams. If players are leading a Splatfest team with win battles as a defeating team, they will receive a bonus clout. Likewise, if players are second or third place, the team wins as a second team, they'll also receive bonus clout. Tricolor Turf War battles are, you guessed it, special battles with 3 ink colors fighting it out. 2 teams of 2 take on a team of 4. Both 2-player teams flank the 4-player team and attempt to control the ultra signal at the center of the stage. Meanwhile, the 4-player team tries to ink the most turf to defend the ultra signal. You can take control of the ultra signal. The attacking team needs to ink as much ground as possible to try and use the ultra signal to call on help from the band and deep cut. When an attacker launches the ultra signal, an attempt is made, hang on to the ultra signal long enough and it'll be secured. Once attackers have secured the ultra signal, deep cut will deploy Sprinkler Doom, the device that inks the turf automatically. Also, each team of the ultra signal shortens how long it takes to secure it, so don't let up. Keep up the pressure, and Sprinkler Dome will be yours. Only 2 ultra signals appear per battle. Clout earned by attacking teams is largely set by whether or not they defeat the defenders. In other words, it's worth far more clout for the defenders to come in last than for an attacking team to come in first. Wait, what? Worth far more clout for the defenders to come in last. What? Okay, that's a little silly. The clout attackers earn is also based on rank. As long as you've got the defenders under control, show no mercy. Securing an ultra signal doesn't just expand your team's turf, it also earns a clout, keep the pressure, and secure the ultra signal. Taking on the 4-player team defending isn't going to be easy. Work together with your teammate to find the best time to launch your special weapons and figure out the best signals to attack. Down the other attacking team, they'll be coming for the opposite end of the battlefield. If you see them starting an assault, it may be a good time to join the fight to overthrow the defenders. Okay, so that kind of helps. Kinda. Yeah, trouble understanding the instructions as well. It's a good idea to not interfere with the other attacking team when they're going for the ultra signal. If both attacking teams ink more turf than the defending team, they both get a lot of clouds, or so I've derived. So it's still focusing on... It's still a priority to cover the place near colored ink and things like that. But that doesn't really tell me how the percentage thing works, because that's the thing that's getting me. Because it makes it out like the ultra signal is a big thing that you want to get, but every single time I've gotten it recently, my percentage goes down. I don't know. I still don't really know how I feel about this mode. Like, I don't want to say I don't like it, but at the same time, like, this definitely is probably one of the more poorly, like, planned modes in the game. As it is, like, they literally had to keep the... Wait. They literally had to keep... Wait. Why are we a team of 4? Why are we a defending team? Why are we a defending team? I thought that was only for the Splatfest thing that was winning. Okay, I guess we can be a defending team too. I didn't know that. I kind of glossed over the defending rules because I didn't think it mattered to us in the Splatfest. Okay. Ultra Signal appeared. That's cool. That is fine and dandy. Except not, because we are now splatted. And bye. And no. Alright. Alright then, here you. You are going to be destroyed as well. Why is it not letting us pick it up? Can defenders not pick up the Ultra Stamp? Ultra Signal, whatever it is? They're trying for the Ultra Signal! Ultra Signal lost. Okay, I think I'm just gonna focus on covering the area of my ink. That might be like a good objective to work on. Man, Team White Chocolate is just brutal on this stage. Super concentration mode activate. Okay. They're trying for the Ultra Stamp. Protected the Ultra Stamp. Ultra Signal. Why do I keep saying Stamp? Ultra Signal lost. Where'd you come from? So if any of my teammates are watching this, I apologize. I don't know what I'm doing in this stupid mode. Defenders can only keep the attackers from getting... Ah, okay, that makes sense. The plot twist, the team that covers the least amount of ink truly wins. Defender, nice doubles. Oh, thank you. Do you need James to come in and teach you how this game works? Maybe. James, can you come in and teach me how to play Tricolor Turf War? I know you're probably busy or whatever, but can you come and play with me? I think gaming with Pi might also be busy too, but if James isn't available, Pi, can you come play with me? Oh, no one wants to play with me. Yeah, well. Ew, I got a text message. Ew, go away. Alright, so I was looking through text and things like that, and I don't know why that made me think of this, but that made me think of, like, Super Nintendo World, and that made me think of a ride idea that I've been thinking about for a while. So, what I really want to do sometime, I want to make a video at some point talking about what I would do if I was in charge of making rides and things like that, because the one big one that I want to do a video on, I would love to make an idea video for how I think a Splatoon ride could work. So basically the idea is that, you know, rides like Rise of Resistance or Making Minis Runaway Railway, how they're like a trackless ride system. So what if it was that, but mixed out with bumper cars? So you get like a bunch of trackless vehicles, and you have each vehicle has like 4 guests on there. You have a pilot and then 3 gunners. So the pilot will control the vehicle that looks like an inkling squid. It looks like the Inkling in their squid form. And the gunners will all have like splatter shots and things like that. So everybody would drive that around, and you'd be wearing like VR goggles or AR goggles to, so you could see the area getting covered in ink and things like that. So you do that, and if you cover another team in your ink, their car like spins around like it was a bumper car or something like that. And so that would be pretty fun, and everybody watching would be able to see the turf war going on, things like that. And the real cool thing is that if it's like nighttime or things like that, you'd have animatronics of the Squid Sisters dancing. It'd be so cool. I would love to go on a ride like that. It'd probably be like super expansive and things like that, because it involved like a tractor system with bumper cars and AR goggles and things like that. But I think it'd be pretty cool. It'd be totally worth hundreds of millions of dollars to build, right? I mean, if I had hundreds of millions of dollars, I'd build it. And also, if I knew how to build a roller coaster, I'd want to do that too. And can you imagine having a roller coaster? That would just be like all kinds of awesome to just like, you know, be able to build your own roller coaster and things like that, and it'd be yours forever. That's, you know what? That is my ultimate goal in life. My ultimate goal in life, I want to have my own roller coaster in my backyard. That is what I want to achieve in my life. Having a roller coaster in my backyard that I can ride at any point that I want. It's gonna be awesome. Graves Gaming says, James, no! Swearing intensifies. That sounds about right. Or probably also be like a real-life clip of him looking at the screen and then glaring at the camera. That is honestly one of my favorite running gags we'll have on the collab channel. Like if we're talking about James or something like that, and then just like a picture of him looking at watching the video, and he just glares at the camera. Probably my favorite one was in Super Mario Bros. Co-op with Pancake. There was one episode where we were like making fun of his outro, so he looks at it and glares at the camera, and then just dramatic music that plays, and then he's all like, "Waffles are better than pancakes." Alright, let's see how terribly we won this time. Wait, was that my team? Was that my team? Was that my team? I wasn't even trying that time! Okay. Note to self, don't try and you win tricolor turf war. I wasn't even paying attention! Okay, I'll take that victory. That is a good note to end tricolor on. Let's go to salmon run. Salmon run, here we come. La 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 la. This is not salmon run. There it is. Trying is detrimental. Words of wisdom. Ooh, we got some rewards and stuff. Yay. Alrighty then. Wait, are there lockers over here too? Ah, no, it's just changing gear. I thought we could customize these lockers. I didn't show my locker. I didn't show my locker yet. Okay, before Summon Run, I want to show off my locker real quick. It's not exciting at all whatsoever, but the locker, that's like one of my favorite things in this game, that you have like a little bit of customization like that. Because I remember when this game was coming out, when they first announced it and showed how big the town was, I was so certain there was going to be like some kind of apartment customization. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but we do at least get a locker. So, this is mine. I really like this one. I love this one. We have my two favorite outfits, the cute little witch dress and the marina outfit. And we get the cute little Zapfish plushie. It's so cute. I just want to like reach into the screen and give it like a big old hug. It looks so cute. And you got the dualies on top, and we get the pictures from the thing right here too. I think the one on the top is my favorite. How we have the small fry just like photobombing the picture. Let's see what everybody else has. Your name is Eggnog. You're my best friend. Alright, this one's pretty cool. Like that one. This one is so neatly organized. Wow. This one is really impressive. Okay, this one makes me super happy. I like that. Wait, that's cute! It's like a sunflower with sunglasses. It's a sunflower glasses. It kind of makes me think of that Knick Knack short from Pixar. I like this one. Alright, let's continue onwards. Let's see what other ones I got. This one's really cool. This one kind of looks like a cabinet you'd see from an art class or something like that. That's cool too. What else do we got? Right. Oh, this one's good. This one is really good. This one is really good. I like that one. Mischievous Angel. Oh, man. That is a good one. Alright, this one's pretty cool too. Wait, I know this person. Wait, these are friends. These are my friends list. Oh, these are neat. Oh, these are cool. I like this one. Late Night Leopold. That's a good nickname. Alright, we got Carly, we got Stay Fresh Squared. I always love this person's username. Stay Fresh Squared. I don't remember where you came on my friends list. I want to say Meavers. I don't remember. But I remember I've always loved your username. Candy Chew. Crusty Squid Jerky. This one's so neatly organized. The ones that are neatly organized like that, those are the ones I tend to really like and stuff like that. But yeah, those are the lockers. I don't know how to get the different designed ones, though. That's a mystery we'll figure out another day. What's back here? Oh, this is cute. Oh, I like this. That's something I really like about this game, is that the rooms and things like that, the lobbies and stuff, they're so detailed in this game. That is so cool. Like, I know down the road when we eventually do Let's Play this game, there's gonna be like some big moment when there's like a new detail that we're noticing for the first time. It's gonna be like such a great moment. I'm really excited for that. Greg Gaming says waffles are better than pancakes and Crocs are better than purple geckos. You better not hug him, Gator. He will full Pikachu on you. Aww, sadness. Picker Damper says, gotta love the curling bomb, precariously balanced on Zapfish's whisker. That was such a good detail. Alright, so let's start the shift. Salmon run, here we come. La, 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 la. Did I do the joke already? I don't care. Alright. Boom! Yeah! It's the A button we use for throw stuff. This is what I really like about Splatoon 3. I really like how they have Summoner Run open all the time now. Oh no, multiplayer maps have updated! Oh no! I mean, it's good because we'll actually see some more variety on the stream, but still, why would they update? What's currently available? That's the button I want to push. Gonna work, Flounder Heights. Is it gonna be the same stage every time for Tricolor? It is, isn't it? That is actually kind of lame. Wow. Okay. I think I'm finding new things to not like about Tricolor Turf for every stream now. My god, it's the same stage every time, isn't it? That is honestly kind of lame. I guess the thing that bugs me most about Tricolor Tour 4, it's that the... I'm trying to say. The unique thing about Splatfest and the second game was that every Splatfest had a new layout for Safety Station. They don't have that in this game. It's the Tricolor Tour 4 that's special in this one. Yeah, that's not super. That's not something I'm super fond of. But I think this is a new Salmon Run stage. I don't remember playing this one, so this is gonna be a new experience. This bridge over here looks so cool. Oh, I love that background. That is really neat. And a mothership. Okay, so this one's gonna be neat. We don't have a good weapon, the good special weapon to deal with it. Because if you have the Stingray, that's usually the best go-to weapon to have in this mode. Because the thing about that is that when the mothership tries to go towards the basket, you can have the mothership. You can have the Stingray aim for the mothership, and it'll make it go away and things like that. You got like a bunch of power rigs that way too. I remember one of the highest scores I got in Splatoon 2 was because there was like a mothership event, and that was like really awesome with the Stingray, so that's pretty neat. You go away. This is not a good event to have with the roller. I'm just gonna say that right now. This is not a good event to have with the roller. But we meet the quota, so that's all I really care about. One thing I definitely also want to do in the Splatoon 3 Let's Play, I want to figure out a way to make Summon Run happen more often. Because I think recording the Summon Run matches were some of my favorite parts of the Splatoon 2 Let's Play. And the unfortunate thing was that we didn't really get a chance to really do a whole lot with them. I think what we did was that we demonstrated them every boss episode. But there aren't really a whole lot of bosses in Splatoon 2's story mode, so we didn't really get to do that too often. I think if I were to go back and redo it, I think what I would have done instead was that, like, every increment of a number, we'd also demonstrate Summon Run alongside whatever other mode we were doing. Like, alongside every boss episode, there would have been... I don't know if that would work, though. I definitely would have tried to demonstrate it more during Octo Expansion. I think that probably would have been a better place to showcase it. It's funny because, like, in the grand scheme of things, I do still think Splatoon 2 might be my favorite Let's Play on the channel. Even if there are things I think could have been done a little bit better with it. But that's the fun thing about creative projects is that, like, you get to, like, think about what you could do better next time and things like that, even if you don't think you'll ever surpass the original. I say that, but Splatoon 2 was the second one, so... Yeah, get away from me. Oh, no, get away from me. That was not a good combination to be surrounded like that, but we made it through. We made it through, oh yeah. Running around at the speed of sound. Our places are gonna find. It's like a friend, gotta keep it on. I don't care what lies ahead. Nothing for kissing a romance dead. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but this song is super catchy. Follow me, set me free. Just me and we will escape like a shot. I'll make it through. Follow me. If you want more quality content like that, subscribe to Lady Audio. Alright then, let's go over here. Let's see if we can get at least one more power rig in there. Yeah, we did it! We did it. We did it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Not eating here tonight. We're not eating here tonight. Eating here tonight. You're on a diet. Heavy splat. Ooh, we're on the beach now. This way. Yeah. I remember when I first played Splatoon 2 and realizing the thing on the HUD telling you if it was going to be a low tide or not. That was like one of the most mind-blowing things in the world, because I never could figure out what the game was, how the game was telling you that there's going to be like a thing coming. So that's really neat. My voice is killing me right now. I don't know what it is, but I apologize if I'm kind of losing my voice right now. Singing Follow Me, or Sea Escape, or whatever the song is called, with like a deep voice like this, probably wasn't a very good idea in hindsight. The real unfortunate thing is I was planning to record more stuff after the stream was over, so yay! Hopefully my voice could stay be in one piece. Get away from me! Okay, you're following me now. This is not what I meant earlier when I was singing to follow me. Okay, let's head over here now and continue on our merry way through our path of glory. We were doing so well. No. Clear left. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! Don't trust me with anything! Okay, we did it. Yay! Whew, I was worried for a second. I was a worried little walnut. What was I going with that? Yeah, it is the same stage with the whole Splatfest. It's really lame though, because it was the same stage as last time too. So like, why aren't there any other ones showing up? Gaming says it's a catchy song, and Gator is going to lose his mind. Here's the thing, I lost my mind years ago. Mommy Me Maze Forever did a real number on my brain. So, that, plus Inner 3, and plus we inevitably have to do stuff in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I don't have a brain fold, what? I was trying to say brain face and brain hole, and that came out brain fold. Anywho, let's move on to more Summon Run. This will be the last one we'll do before we go back and do Splatfest. Ooh, we have to play with a bow. That's kind of cool, except for the fact that I'm not too fond of bows in this game, honestly. This one's fires really quickly, though. This is really cool. Oh, a griller. Ew. So basically the idea behind this one is that there's going to be like a bunch of... there's going to be like the giant griller tank guy. He's going to be targeting one of your teammates. What you got to do is you got to destroy the tentacle on him, and then continue onwards. The only thing about that, though, is that there's going to be like a bunch of tiny chums that'll be following it everywhere, so you want to watch out for that. What you want to do, you want to try to be as close to the center as possible so that when your teammates are able to defeat the griller, they don't have to walk so far to get the power eggs back to the basket. That's kind of like the big rule of thumb with all the bosses in Summon Run. Try to destroy them close to the basket. But it's especially apparent with the griller because it is especially annoying. You have to go back and forth and pretty far away to get all the power eggs, but then like another griller that's going to be following you, so that's not a very pleasant experience. It's kind of a good spot to keep this griller trapped. Okay, there's the other ones coming down there. But yeah, alright, we're getting you now, so that's pretty nice. Oh no, I didn't see you coming! You'll never see it coming. I wish I knew the lyrics to that song, because that song comes to mind like nearly every day because I love Persona 5. But I don't know the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics left to even try to sing it. Alright, we did the thing. Yay! Man, like, Persona 4 Golden also came out recently too on Switch, and I'm really happy with that because that's my favorite in the Persona series. So, that's really exciting. The unfortunate thing about that, though, is that it came out at a bit of a weird time, because I was getting into the game. Like, I started up the new playthrough and things like that, but I had to turn the game off and I forgot to save. So, like, I want to get back into Persona 4 Golden. I'm not sure how far I'll play through it immediately, though, because I was pretty far into my regular playthrough. But I also do know that if I do get through it again on Switch, I'm going to get through it a lot faster now. Because I actually know what I'm doing in the game. But it came out at a bit of a weird time, though, because when that was going on, I was also, like, the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Online also came out for Switch, and I've been playing through those a lot lately on my own time. Hey, dang it. But yeah, speaking of which, yeah, Game Boy is on Switch now. So that's really cool. And I'm really happy that it's both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Because I was really worried they were going to only do Game Boy and nothing with the Game Boy Advance and things like that. But the fact that they had both launched at the same time made me really happy. So I'm really pleased with that. It is a little lame the Game Boy Advance is only on the expansion pack, but I already have the expansion pack, so it's not that big of a deal to me. But, like, I do kind of wish they launched with a few more games. Honestly, like, I don't know if that's selfish or anything, but I do kind of wish they had more games that were available. But I do have a theory. So, one of the bigger, easy wins that they could do with Game Boy Online is to introduce Pokemon games onto the thing. I don't know if they will do that, though, because it took a long time for Pokemon to come to the Virtual Console, so I don't know how long they'll do it for the subscription thing. But here's my personal theory on that. There's probably going to be a Pokemon Presents coming out within the next couple of months or so, probably like in March or April. So my theory is that they're going to announce Pokemon coming to Game Boy. I think it'll be Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow that'll come to the service. I don't think they'll do Game Boy Advance games yet. But they're at least going to launch with Gen 1. What is that?! Why are you? What are you? Huh? Oh, I see. There were things on your face. There were little pimples. And we gotta pop the pimples. Uh-huh. I'll be honest, that really freaked me out. I did not expect this. I think I have seen you before, but, like, I was not expecting that. Wait, those aren't the things we destroy. What do we destroy, then? We don't go after the pimples? Do we do something with your mouth? Oh, the people smarter than me are throwing splat bombs in there. That makes more sense. In my defense, I wasn't able to play this game online for like a month or so. It's a long story with that, but let's just say the previous place I was living at was not a very good situation. Alright, let's get you. Alright. This isn't too bad. I kind of like this thing. It's kind of cute. Oh my god. I just thought of this, and now it's ruined forever. Okay. Do you guys remember that Robin Williams movie, Flubber? With the cute little green blobby thingy? This is totally Flubber. This is totally Flubber. Flubber is a Splatoon character now. That is canon. I don't care what anyone says. This is Flubber, and I don't care what anyone says. Everyone's gonna be saying, so what do you think of Metroid Prime 1 coming to Switch? Also, yeah, Game Boy coming to Switch is awesome. I haven't gotten a chance to play Metroid Prime yet. I haven't been able to get the game. But I'm also waiting for the physical version to come out later in the month. But man, that is easily one of the most beautiful remakes that I've seen Nintendo do in a long time. Because, wow, that game looks gorgeous. I'm really excited to start playing through that one. I played through a little bit of Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Because a bit of a fun story with that one. When Xenoblade was coming out for the Wii, my family gave me $60 to go buy the game at GameStop. But the copy of Xenoblade that I did find was only $50 because it was like a used copy that got traded in. So they marked it down to $50. And I used the last $10 to get Metroid Prime Corruption. And then I went to the same GameStop like a week later to get another game, and they were starting to charge Xenoblade $90 because GameStop only got one shipment of copies of the game, so they were starting to. They were ripping people off and things like that. Like, I love Xenoblade and all. I'm not going to spend $90 on it, though. Especially back then when I didn't really know much about the game and didn't know how much of a Xenoblade nerd I'd turn out to be. But yeah, Metroid Prime. Really excited for it. Like, I do want to play it at some point. I also hope that they come out with Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remasters before Metroid Prime 4 comes out. Because it would be kind of silly to launch Metroid Prime 1 and 4 and nothing else. Yeah, like, I'm really excited to get back into that game. The funny thing about Metroid is that I've liked pretty much every game that I've played. I've never beaten one, though. And I always get to a point, this is my same problem with Shantae games, is that, like, I'll get to a point where I'm stuck and I cannot figure out what to do for the life of me. And normally if I get stuck in a game, I'll just look up a walkthrough. It's hard to do that with Metroidvania games, though, because it's a little hard to describe, okay, I'm in this room, I have this much of the map access, I don't know what I'm missing, I don't know what my current objective is, what am I supposed to do? So that's the big thing that makes me worried about eventually doing a Metroid Let's Play, is that's like one big thing that I want to focus on, is making it clear what the objective is at all times and things like that. I don't know how I achieve that, though, especially with thumbnails, but that's at least something that I do want to try to go for at some point. I don't know if okay, actually scratch that. I don't know if I'd go for a Metroid Let's Play specifically, but that's an idea that I at least want to attempt if I were to do one. Which, speaking of which, Metroid Fusion was one of the Game Boy games confirmed for Switch Online, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully that means Zero Mission will also come later down the road too. And you know what? Here's a big thing I really hope they do. So technically this is a DS game. Technically, this is actually a DS game. But here's the thing. The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords was originally a Game Boy Advance game, but they did have the Anniversary Edition that is like one of the most rare games in the Zelda series that you'll ever find. You can only find it on a used console that had the game downloaded during the small windows of opportunity you can actually get the game at. And that's what I really like about Zelda 4 Sword Co-op on the Co-op channel, because James and I were probably like some of the only people in the entire world who could do a legit co-op of that game with actual hardware, because we both have 3DS capture cards and we both have copies of 4 Sword. So what I really hope they do with this game is that if The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords comes to Game Boy Advance Online, I really hope it's the Anniversary Edition, because there's more content in that version. It'd make playing online way easier and things like that. And just in general, it'd be really cool. It'd be a really cool way to preserve the definitive version of 4 Swords. It is technically a DS game, but still, you don't really need the bottom screen at all in that game. Like, there's a reason why we haven't really shown the bottom screen that much. Actually, I don't remember if we have shown it there. But, yeah, it'd be a really cool way to preserve like a pretty hard game to come by nowadays. And the thing is, I don't even really like that 4 Sword that much. Like, I think it's a fine enough game, but I think it definitely has a lot of problems and things like that, but it still would be really cool to see that come to Switch at some point. What they're realistically going to be doing, though, is that they're probably going to have the Link to the Past plus 4 Swords bundle thing. That'd be cool, too. Like, you already have Link to the Past on SNES Online, though, so it'd make more sense to go with the 4 Sword Anniversary Edition route, but that's personally what I would do if it was entirely up to me. The command player says go for the mouth. That was for the flubber thing, right? They've been having the Pokemon presents on February 27th because the original Red and Blue released on Japan, so they could announce the Game Boy ports then. That'd be a really good time to do that. It's like, hey, remember the fact that we have Pokemon coming out every year? Well, we don't have a Pokemon coming out this year, but we do have Red, Blue, and Yellow coming to Switch Online, so enjoy that. And Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are also coming out too, so that's going to be fun. But we're Pokemon, so we're going to charge you extra for it, probably. I don't know if they actually would do that, but knowing the Pokemon Company, they probably would want to do that at some point. They probably won't, though. That movie is a distant childhood memory of mine. Yeah, it's basically Metroid games in a nutshell. Metroid Prime 3 and Hunters are more linear, if you like that more. Also, Other M, but play. Yeah, I've heard Other M wasn't very good. I think the Otaku artist likes it. I don't know off the top of my head. I remember one of my friends said that they liked the game. I don't remember if it was a Otaku artist or Gaming with Pi though. I want to say Otaku artist, but actually I don't really know if Gaming with Pi even likes Metroid. Huh. I was asking at some point. But anyway, yay, Rocktail Warriors! Alright, they have a 3-win streak. Wait! Oh, I forgot this was back! Oh yeah, Flounder Heights! Oh, I forgot this was coming back. This makes me so happy. Flounder Heights! Oh, I love this stage! I don't remember what I said about it during the original Let's Play. I don't think it was top tier or anything like that. But, man, is it good to see this one again. It's weird because in the original game, I remember the stage as being alright, but having a stage return, oh, that makes me happy. I liked Flounder Heights. Hopefully Murray Towers can also return. I'm just saying. That was my favorite stage in the Splatoon series, and it makes me super sad that it's not in this one, Nintendo. I don't care what anyone says, Murray Towers is the best. But Flounder Heights is back, and that makes me happy. I think the big reason why I'm really nostalgic with this one right now, it's that one of my favorite memories from the original Splatoon Let's Play. So we had a tournament at one point with a bunch of friends and things like that. So, this is a person I've not thought about in a long time. So Monkey on Call, he was one of the people in the tournament. And so it was between myself, Monkey on Call, the James Rose, and Penguin Garmin. And there was one point when Monkey on Call was hiding behind a wall, and he jumped down and splatted James, and James freaked out so bad. So when I was editing the video, I put in a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare right there. So I remember that being pretty fun. That video was a pain to edit because I didn't have HitFilm back then. HitFilm was what I currently used to edit videos. I was using Windows Movie Maker. So that thing only has one audio track, and there were 4 of us. We didn't think to use OBS at that point to record both our commentary at that point. So what I would do was that I'd render the video with one commentary track, and then render it again with the next audio track, and then again, and then again. And all the while having to rebalance all the audios every single time so you can actually hear one of us, because when you would do that, the video audio would go quieter, but the commentary audio would get louder. So that was a big pain in the patootie. But eventually it worked. Like, it was kind of a pain. And I definitely think that the tournament in Splatoon 2, like, I definitely think that one turned out a lot better than the first one. But man, that was such a memory wave coming back to my brain, thinking about all that. Editing with Windows Movie Maker. That is not a fate that I wish upon anybody nowadays. I don't even think Movie Maker even works on Windows anymore. Gamers Gaming says Nintendo somehow remakes Other M before Metroid Prime 4 releases. The window there says Mario Towers needs a break. It got battered real bad by a bunch of Nintendo mascots in that one fighting game. That is a good point. I probably could use a... Hey, we won! Yay! It probably could use a little break. But that being said, it is still my favorite stage in Splatoon, so I would like to see it come back at some point. Can you imagine if they do like a Splatoon Ultimate down the road where like every stage in the series returns? That'd be awesome. That person's name is Papyrus. I am the Great Papyrus. Wait, hold on a second. Oh no, I got a text about something important! Okay. Alright, we'll play one more match, and then I gotta take a break for like a few minutes. But, okay, let's get back into... This is a cool stage. Like, I know I'm kind of sick of looking at it because of tricolor matches, but the top of it looks really neat. Alrighty then, so yeah. This is... Get away from me! I have seen your face draw back here. I have a better easy there. And I dream again. I don't remember the lyrics. The bottom of the opera is there. Inside your mind. That was a song that I've not thought about in a very long time. You know what? A lot of people will either point towards that one or the Phantom's solo song. Crap, I don't remember the name of it. But probably my favorite song in the entire play was Think of Me. The one that Christine starts singing and then What's His Face. Because that is such a beautiful song and stuff like that. I know I don't talk about theater that much in my videos, but I am a bit of a theater nerd. Well, I shouldn't say theater nerd because, like, I'm not, like, super hardcore. Like, I don't go on my way to go watch a stage play every single day or anything like that. Like, I know a lot of people were doing my acting classes and things like that. But I do like the stage plays and things like that. And musicals are pretty fun. Because, like, here's the thing about that. Movies, they're pretty awesome. They're, like, some of my favorite medium things ever. But imagine a movie, but you have to memorize the entire thing, and you have to act it out 8 times a week. So yeah, like, stage productions in general, they're not an easy thing to do. Okay, this is like a very fond memory. Yeah, this is like a very fond memory of mine from recently. So my acting teacher from my college and things like that, he was like one of the coolest teachers in the entire world and things like that. He was really supportive. Like, I know I wasn't a very good actor, but he was very supportive and recognized the strengths that I did have and encouraged me to lean more towards into those. Like, he was helping me be a bit more, be a bit more verbal and things like that, and taught me how to, like, project my voice across an auditorium and things like that. So, like, I was very appreciative towards that. And I remember, like, a lot of the acting advice that he gave during the lectures and things like that. When I started working at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, like, pretty much everybody there is a character. So, like, I felt like I could embrace a bit more of what I learned in the acting classes with what I do in Galaxy's Edge. So I emailed him, thanking him for the classes and stuff like that, saying something along the lines of, I don't know if you remember me or anything, but, like, I took your acting classes a couple years ago, and, like, I'm using the skills I learned there in my job at Galaxy's Edge, so I wanted to say thank you. And he responds saying that he did remember me. He remembered the exact play that I was in for that school. It was so cool. Like, that was like easily one of the coolest things in the whole world. Alright, so I'm going to be taking a break for a little bit. It won't be too long, but I do gotta take care of something real quick. So I'll be back in, like... Actually, let's read the chat real quick. Big Minute Player says, "Get away from me!" You almost sound like he's from Emperor's New Groove. Get away from me! Oh, that were a crunk. You know what it said, figuring out that the Darth Kermit meme is from a real Muppets movie? It is. It is. I love that movie so much. That comes from Muppets Most Wanted. And nobody ever remembers that movie. And it makes me so sad. It's funny because, like, they're doing, like, a world tour and things like that. But, like, there's an evil Kermit who swaps places with the real Kermit. And it is such a good movie. Nobody ever talks about it though, and it makes me so sad. Cause like there's a really funny moment where Sam Eagle and a detective, they're arguing about whose jurisdiction the case is in, and they keep pulling out bigger and bigger police badges. It is so funny. Also, my badge is bigger. Well, this is CIA jurisdiction. Also, this is my travel badge. Here's my real badge. That's one of my favorite Muppet movies ever, which is so sad that nobody ever talks about it. Okay, for real though. We are be going on break for like 5 minutes, so I'll see you all back in a moment. Bye! I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna keep the game audio on though, because the music here is awesome. Alright, testing. Hey, it's working again. Alright. Sorry about that. So, my sister was helping me with the grocery thing today, and I completely forgot about it. So, yay, we're back. Reamer says, like, I found out a few days ago, and I cannot believe the Disney show is currently being sent to the world. Oh, sorry if I'm out of breath. I was just putting groceries away. Anyway, hey, what was this picture? Oh, it's cute. Oh, it's super cute. I like them. On with the Spotfest. Green Grubba's Gaming says, welcome back. Yay! Also, shout out to Green Grubba's Gaming, by the way. He's just recently started a Super Mario Sunshine Let's Play on his channel, so definitely go check it out if you ever get the chance. Flounder Heights. That person's name is Phantom, and we were literally just singing Phantom of the Opera not too long ago. Think of me fondly when we say goodbye. Remember me once in a while, please promise me you'll try. I know somebody who would get so mad at me for singing it like that if they ever watched these videos. Like, they were like the biggest Phantom of the Opera fan in the world and things like that. The really funny thing is that, like, we knew each other when we were kids. So, there was one year where we didn't know what the other one was going to be dressing up as for Halloween. So, we both ended up dressing up as the Phantom. And, yeah, that was a pretty funny Halloween. That was the same Halloween where there was this one person. So, at that time, most of my friends and I, we were about middle school age and things like that. So there was me, there was a couple other people my age as well, there was their little brother, and there were two people who were my sister's friends who were high school age. So we all show up and we are getting ready to trick or treat, and the old lady opens the door and she looks at us all and she's all like, "Aren't you a little old for trick or treating?" And then one of my friends at the time, without skipping a beat, he's all like, "You're never too old for trick-or-treating." So, every now and then that comes to mind, wondering, well, I'm 25 now. Is that still true? Where you're never too old to trick-or-treat? Because if that's the case, then I want to go around trick-or-treating on Halloween, even though I'm an old man. Probably wouldn't be a good idea, but I'm genuinely curious. What would happen? Well, I do have a baby niece as well, so I could take her out trick-or-treating and just take all the candy for myself. I mean, I think she's a little too young to be eating candy right now, so maybe that'll work. I don't think her mother would approve of that, but it might be an idea. I'd be like, "Hey, you know that baby you have? You know how she's gonna be 3 this year? What if," and just hear me out on this, what if I just borrowed her for a couple hours on Halloween for trick-or-treating, but she's a little too young to be eating candy now, so what if I just ate all the candy? That would work, right? Her mother would approve of that idea. I can already visualize what she's gonna say. It's gonna be great. Alright, let's activate that and go this way. Well, looks like we did pretty well, hopefully. Yay, we did it! Alright, that was pretty epic. It was almost as epic as Mickey. But not as epic as Epic Mickey the Power of 2. I like how everybody else is doing a different pose than we were. We still have the regular victory animation because, to be honest, I don't know how do you unlock the other ones. There's still a lot about this game I don't know. I don't know how you get a bigger locker. I don't know how you get more victory animations. I don't know anything about tricolor. So it's a good thing we are not playing this game right now. I guess there is a thing over here we can play with real quick. Magic conch shell. Will I ever get married? Maybe someday. Okay, is there anything else we can get from this? Or is it just titles? Ooh, locker stuff. More locker stuff. And a banner. That's quite fascinating indeed. Alright, let's play one more regular Splatfest and then move on to Tricolor for a little bit. Alrighty then, so I guess to advertise some things that are ongoing on my channel pretty soon. So, videos have returned, so that's exciting. Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild are going to be uploaded on a when they're done schedule. So there will be a Mario Odyssey episode tomorrow. I don't know when the next one after that will be. I think next week we'll try to at least have one Breath of the Wild video. But obviously the main focus on the channel in the near future is going to be Tomb Raider. Because that Let's Play is going to be starting on February 14th, and I'm really looking forward to that one. So yeah, Tomb Raider, that one's one I've been wanting to do for a while. But there's been a couple things that have kind of prevented that one from happening sooner. So the big thing about that one is that there's been no good re-release of that game in recent years. The earliest that's available is like PlayStation 3, but I don't have a PlayStation 3. I do have it on Vita. Vita capture cards are impossible to find nowadays though, so that wasn't going to happen. But the other thing about that is that like there was no modern re-release and things like that. That you can play it on Steam. That's what I was first trying to do when I was live streaming the game a couple years ago. But my recording setup for that was just not reliable enough to carry a whole Let's Play. And there's a lot of visual things about the PC version that just bug me. Like, yeah, it probably would be a clearer picture to record that version, but there's like a lot of visual inconsistencies that really bug me about the PC version. So I just knew I wouldn't be able to go through a whole playthrough without bringing it up several times. For the Let's Play, what we're doing is I'm playing on the PlayStation 2, because that's backwards compatible and things like that. We're playing with the original PlayStation version. I chose the original version over the PC, not just because of the visual inconsistency thing, but I also wanted to demonstrate the frustrating save system in that game, because like it's already led to some pretty fun moments in the videos where like Laura dies and things like that, and I realized I hadn't saved in a while. So I think that has been a lot of really fun moments and things like that. But the other big reason why I haven't... Okay, going back to the re-releases is the last thing I'll say about that. So the lack of a modern re-release, they were rumored to come to Switch for a while. Like they were rumored that the original Tomb Raider games would be coming to Switch. So far, the only Tomb Raider thing we've gotten confirmed for Switch was Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light and Temple of Osiris. Those were said to be coming out last year though, and we haven't heard anything about it since then, so I don't know when they're actually supposed to come out. But they were supposed to do that, but they haven't yet, and they haven't done a port of the original Tomb Raider, not even on PlayStation Plus or anything like that. So that's a big reason why that hasn't happened. But the other big reason is that we've Let's Played Tomb Raider Anniversary twice on the channel already, and it's the same story as the original game. So I was a little worried about it being a bit too redundant with that, but I think enough time has passed between Anniversary and the original game to justify playing the game. And it's also just a very different game from Anniversary in general, so it also just makes sense to cover it and things like that. But yeah, I'm really excited for Let's Play the original Tomb Raider and things like that. It's also going to be a good motivational thingy too, because the original Tomb Raider game is hard. It is not an easy game at all, so this will help give me a bit better motivation to want to try Let's Playing more difficult games. Because there's one that's coming out later in the year that I will say is probably the most difficult game that I've ever wanted to do a Let's Play on. So, yeah, that one's going to be pretty fun. Gaming says, I was here with the PC versions of Tomb Raider games. They're not that great. Yeah, like, the big thing is I don't like how they control on with the keyboard and mouse. I don't like how that works. If you're able to play it on PlayStation 3 or Vita, that's definitely what I'd recommend trying nowadays. You do have to get used to the weird save system, though, because the thing in that game is that you can only save if you pick up a save crystal. And in later games, they do change it so that when you pick up a crystal, you can save at any point beyond that. You're just limited on how many times you can save based on how many crystals you got, which I think is a good, compromise between being able to save anywhere and picking up crystals and things like that. But yeah, I kind of don't recommend the PC version, even if the Steam version is the easiest way to play Tomb Raider nowadays. I just can't recommend it. Like, it isn't broken or anything, it's just that the visual things bug me so much, and like, yeah, like, it's a weird version. Alright, so this will be the last Splatfest match before we go back into Tricolor. Till death do us part. One thing I will say is a bit of a downside with doing these Splatfest as a stream. So I can't hear the game audio while I'm recording these, so unfortunately I can't really appreciate the music that much. I've heard a few of these songs, but like that's kind of like the big reason why I'm not going, oh, let's be quiet for a moment so we can appreciate the music and things like that, like I would if we were playing Splatoon 1 or 2. I do eventually want to do that at some point once I'm a bit more familiar with the soundtrack. But as it is right now, like, I don't remember a whole lot of the songs in this game, honestly. I have been playing a little bit of the Splatfest, though, like, off-screen. So I'm a little bit more familiar with the music. But, yeah, that's something. Why are we not using Diggstorm? You know, we're not really using our sub weapon either that much. The Sprinkler is pretty good, but we just haven't been using it that much. Oh, hello there, buddy. Oh, wait, no, that's not something I want to fire at you. Okay, so that guy was using a weapon where, basically what they do is that they, like, vacuum up your ink, and then they throw it back at you. That poor person. They were trying so hard to get away, and I was just being a bully. Oh, I was trying to use a sprinkler right there. Oh, let's try this instead. The funny thing about sprinklers is that in the first game, there was a stage called, what was it called again? It was called Bluefin Depot. And there's a point in that stage where you could throw a sprinkler and it would stay there. There's no way that your opponent could reach it. So basically that area, like, permanently became part of the whoever was covering that area in ink and things like that. So that part was kind of broken, but it was still pretty amusing. I don't think there's anything like that in this game, though, as far as I can tell. If Bluefin Depot does come back, I'm curious to see how they will address that. I'm not sure how many stages they are going to bring back, because so far, as far as I can remember, only Flounder Heights has really come back post-launch. They don't have updates as often as they did for Splatoon 2 and things like that, which is a little bit disappointing, but the nice thing about this game is that at least they have said that there are going to be updates. This isn't like Animal Crossing where months are going by between updates and we don't know when the next one's going to be. Oh no, that hurt my feelings. Booyah! Victory screech! The danger sign disappeared the last second, so now I'm very worried that he got like a bunch of points at the end, but we did it. We did it. It was epic and awesome. That's a very cute victory animation. This game in general just has like really nice animations and things like that. Okie doke, moving on to the next thing. Going back to Tomb Raider on PC, that might do something funny. So my first experience playing Tomb Raider 2013 was also on Steam. That was a bit of a better experience. The only thing about that though was that my computer kind of didn't run the game very well. Like it ran it fine, it's just that it ran it at a pretty slow frame rate and things like that. I got used to it. It just wasn't ideal. And the funny thing about that was that there was one moment that I just knew was going to be super epic. It was the moment where like they're like in the burning tower and you're trying to climb out of it and things like that. So my sister, who was curious about Tomb Raider 2013, wanted to see what the game was like. So I was like, okay, this next part that I'm currently at in the game is probably going to be super awesome. So you probably want to check this out to see what the game is like. She looked impressed at first about how good the game looked, but then kind of stopped caring after realizing the frame rate was bad. I don't think she realized it was just my computer that was running it poorly, but like, that's still pretty amusing to see. Okay, we're on the defender team, so we're going to want to make sure that we can be good at games for once. We're probably not going to be doing a whole lot of tricolor matches, honestly, because I think for the Let's Play, we're probably going to end up using the match where, like, I was freaking out about how we won when I wasn't really paying attention to the game that much. I think my current mindset for what we're going to be doing for the Let's Play, we're going to have footage of just regular turf war and things like that, doing an overview of what the results for the state, for the Splatfest were or something like that. And we'll do and then we'll have footage from the stream of at least one match, and then like a highlight reel after that. I think that's what my current mindset's going to be for that. I don't know if it'll change by the time the Let's Play starts, but that's what I'm currently planning for that. It's really cool because for this stream, there's like a pretty unique experience because like there's really no point in hiding the fact that I do want to do a Splatoon 3 Let's Play at some point, so I can like share ideas that I have for what I eventually will want to do in the videos during these streams. So that's something that's pretty cool. I don't know. I didn't see that fast enough. I think my current mindset is that we're going to finish this match, and then we'll play a little bit of Salmon Run, and then we'll call it quits for the night. No! Oh, come on. So that's my biggest problem with Splatoon 3. I don't know what it is with this game. Splatoon 2 did not have this problem when I was playing it. I know people will complain about Nintendo Online, things like that. And I do agree with it to a certain degree, like, Nintendo's Online multiplayer could definitely be better. Splatoon 2 did not have this problem. But it seems like every single time that I play Splatoon 3, there's at least one disconnect every single time. And yesterday when I was playing through this, the game had a disconnect message in the middle of the deep cut conversation at the beginning of the game. Nothing even happened yet. And so it restarts, but because it was in the middle of the conversation itself started over. So I was like, oh, great, cool. That is something that I'm super happy with. Alright. Take control of the signal, ultra signal, and eat the most tough to win. I don't know, we're an attacker. Okie dokie. Let's try to be successful. I don't know if the Bubble Wobbler is really the best option for this mode, honestly. Ultra signal appeared, oh yeah. Probably should have waited for my other team to get there. Yeah, well. go onwards. Onwards, Captain Toad. Ultra signal appeared. Okie dokie, let's go. Dang it. We had the ultra signal twice. Why aren't we doing things? Yeah, that's the really annoying thing. Like, I think I'm starting to get it with at least playing Defender. I don't get it with the attacker, though. That's the big thing that's really annoying me about tricolor matches. Because, like, we'll pick up the Ultra Stamp. Ultra Signal! Why do I keep saying Ultra Stamp? Those are two completely different things! I haven't even seen the other team yet. Well, there's the other team now. Get away from me. Where is my other teammate? You're back there. Oh, of course you are. Alright, let's teleport over towards you. I do not like that stupid special. The Reef Slider is one of those ones where I'm never good with it. But, like, when you play against somebody who is actually good with it, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Okay. Let's go, 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 go. Now! Let's try this from a different tactic. Except you're following me! Of course you are. Maybe I should do more research on this mode before the next stream. Of course, now that I say that, though, it's not going to happen, but... Grumbling noises. Grumbling noises. Grumbling noises. Yeah, I don't like tricolor. I think this mode is stupid. Like, I think the idea of a 3-player turf war is cool. If they stuck with that, that would have been cool, but now the stupid Ultra Signal ruins everything. Okay, we'll play one more tricolor. And then we'll move on to Salmon Run. But yeah, I think I just don't like this mode. Like, I'm trying my best to like it. It's not happening. It's not a good mode. I don't like it. Alright, we'll keep going for one more thing. That is a good pick. That is a good point, Pick Manipulator. That is the problem. I'm trying. That is a very good point. Next time we're not gonna bother trying. Let's you know what? Next tricolor match, let's spend the entire time naming as many Pixar movies as we can. Let's do that instead. And you know what? Better yet, let's do this. Let's pull up. How about we? Let's see if we can name them all in order. Name them all in order of release. Because I'm pretty good at that. The last couple ones I'm a bit hazy on, but let's see if we can do this. So, somebody in the stream, if you can pull up a list of Pixar movies released in order, and we can challenge ourselves to see how well we do. Let's do that. Okay. So, I don't want to do the actual years. Well, you know, let's make that extra fun challenge. Toy Story, released in 1995. A Bug's Life, released in 1997. No, that was 98. Toy Story 2 releases in 1999. Monsters Inc. is in 2001. Finding Nemo's in 2003. The Incredibles is 2005. Cars 2004. No. Cars 2006. Right 2 is 2007. WALL-E is 2008. Up is 2009. Toy Story 3 is 2010. Wait, is that right? I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, that's right. Okay. After Toy Story 3 was Cars 2. That came in 2011. What's after Cars 2? What was after Cars 2? Crap, what was after Cars 2? Brave was 2012. Monsters University 2013. Nothing came out in 2014, and then after that was A Good Dinosaur in 2015, and then Inside Out in 2015. I remember that one being very specifically because it was like a big deal within the Pixar community that, hey, they released 2 Pixar movies in the same year. That's pretty cool. Alright. What was after that? What came out in 2016? I can't remember what came out after that. No! No, what came out after that? No, I can't remember! I can't remember what came after that. No, I'm focusing on the game and now we're losing terribly, even though we were kind of losing horribly before. Oh no, what came out after Inside Out? It wasn't Toy Story 4, that was a few years after that. No, it definitely wasn't. I can't remember. This is really bothering me. What came out after Inside Out? Okay, we'll skip a few. We'll skip a few and go to... Okay. Incredibles 2. That came out 2000... Wait. There were 2 reef sliders there, and they were both camping at the spawn point. That is cheap. That is cheap. That was dumb. That was really dumb. Okay, we at least secured the thing a little bit. We at least got the thing to go off once, but we probably are still completely lost. Finding Dory was after that. Yeah. Okay, Good Dinosaur and Inside Out both came out in 2015. Finding Dory was 2016. Incredibles 2 was 2017. What was in 2018? That wasn't Toy Story 4, that didn't come out there. There's something between them. I actually think it was 2000. No, that... Yeah, Toy Story 4 is 2018. I want to say Onwards was next. I think they had a movie in 2019. I don't remember. But Onwards came out in 2020. And then after that... What was after that? Was Soul or Luca first? It was Soul. Okay, yeah. So, Onwards and Soul both came out in 2020. Luca came out in 2021. Lightyear was in 2022. So, I think that's all of them. Turning Red. That was also 2022. So, yeah. So, I went Luca, and then Turning Red, and then Lightyear. Dang it! Alright, Pick a Noobler says Incredibles 2 is 2018 and Toy Story 4 is 2019. That sounds more correct. That sounds more correct. Toy Story 4 was 2019. For the most part, we got most of them right, though. But was there anything between... What was between Finding Dory and Incredibles 2? Like, what came out... What Pixar movie came out... Did they have a movie... Did Pixar have a movie in 2017? Wait, which team are we on? Are we defender? I thought we were defender. No, we're attacker. We should have gone for the stamp. Teammate going for the ultra stamp. We lost the ultra stamp. So yeah, I definitely think trying to play tricolor with attacker is easily the worst thing in this game. Oh my god, somebody did it! Somebody did the chocolate guy on SpongeBob! That's a drawing on there! I was really hoping somebody would do it, and they did it, and it made me super happy. Alright, let's go, Eevee and Pikachu. Dang it. Coco! Oh, how could I forget Coco? I loved that one. No! Oh, I feel so bad now. Oh, Cars 3 and Coco both came out in 2017. Oh man, that especially hurts. I saw both of them in theaters. Oh, how could I forget those? That was not a good idea. Okay, here's the problem. I'm trying again. And we're failing. So let's not try. What else is something we do? Let's think of every Zelda game that came out and try to name them all in order. I can't name them by year. I cannot do that. But I can at least try to name them all in order of release. So next up is every game in the Legend of Zelda series. So first off is Legend of Zelda, and then Adventures of Link. Then Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, and then Ocarina of Time. Were the Oracle games or Majora's Mask first? After Ocarina of Time is then Oracle Season. No, Majora's Mask came first. Okay, Ocarina of Time, the Majora's Mask, and then Oracle Seasons and Ages. Then Four Swords after that, then Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and then I was saying Minish Cap, then Mario Glass Spirit Tracks, Skyward Sword, Link Between Worlds, Triforce Heroes, Breath of the Wild, and then Tears of the Kingdom is up next. So yeah, screw Tricolor. This mode is stupid. I'm sorry, I've tried to like Tricolor. It's fine when you're playing Defender, but it is awful when you're playing in regular, and it's also really dumb that it's only one stage that appears throughout the entire Splatfest, and it's the same stage as the second Splatfest in a row. Green Gaming says, I've not seen Coco. I also have not seen the last 3 Pixar movies. Coco's really good. Yeah, Coco's really good. I feel awful for forgetting it. But yeah, that one's pretty good. The only Pixar movies I haven't seen yet, I haven't seen The Incredibles 2, because, controversial opinion, I don't like The Incredibles that much. Like, it's a good movie. It's a good movie and all. I just don't think it's the best. I don't like the art style in it, and I think the story is kind of lame, but, yeah, I haven't seen Incredibles 2 yet. I haven't seen Luca. Like, I've seen most of it because I was working, no, I was, where was I? I was at the All-Star Movie Resort, getting food and things like that, and they had the movie playing on the TVs, so that was fun. And I also haven't seen Onwards yet. I really do want to see Onwards, I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But of the more recent movies, I think the best one is definitely Turning Out in Seoul. Right, but Turning Red and Seoul, Turning Out. Well, I think Turning Red is definitely one of the better ones that came out in the past couple years. I also really loved Seoul as well. I think the message of that one is like absolutely beautiful. So that's definitely a good one. Without a doubt, the worst one that came out recently has to be Lightyear. Like, that one really pains me to say because I love Toy Story. Toy Story 2 is my favorite movie of all time. Lightyear was not a good movie. I'm sorry. Like, I tried. Like, I went into it with an open mind thinking, okay, it's not going to be like the Buzz Lightyear TV show. It's going to be a different storylines, different characters, and things like that. But even with all that in mind, it was just... It really bummed me out. I do like the callbacks that they had to it. Like, I do like the references they had, like when Buzz first goes on the planet. I do like that it's like the same shot of him like looking over the planet and then goes into Buzz Lightyear mission lock thing. I did like that, but I did not like the plot twist with Zurg. I won't spoil it in the stream, but it is without a doubt one of the worst plot twists that I've ever seen in a movie. I'm not saying that's like a terrible movie or anything like that. It definitely has some good moments. Like, it has some really good moments. Like, I do really like the cat character. The cat character is pretty good. I think the idea of going into orbit to test the thing and then like it skips ahead a couple decades every time. I think that was really well done. But in the grand scheme of things, it definitely... I think it's my second least favorite Pixar movie ever. Like, I don't think it's a bad movie, but the only Pixar movie that I will already say is bad has to be Cars 2. Okay, those guys are off over there, so we're gonna go over this way. I always get nervous being in these things because there's a couple times in Splatoon 2 where the Moz guy, where like he would like show up and things like that, and oh, you are a tower, okay. But yeah, the Moz would show up and like hit you from the tower and things like that, which is always a terrifying sight. Okay, there's gonna be another one over here. Yeah, we did it! Okay, what triggers those rings? That's something that I can never remember about triggers those things. Big Enabler says, yeah, that was reading the stream chat. Ah, the game is starting. Big Enabler says the popular opinion is the opposite, where people hate being defender. That's really surprising because I feel like attacker, I feel like it's the kind of mode that's only really good if you are talking to the person who's on your team, because it's really only the two of you. So there's like it's really difficult to have a good teammate with that. That's my big problem with that, is that I don't know what my other teammate is doing. So, yeah, that's not something I'm super fond of. Looking it up, a Minish Cap came before Twilight Princess. I remember it coming after, though. Why did I think that? Help me! Help me! Dang it! Ah, no. Okay. From Gamer says, like The Incredibles 2, but it's not near as good as the first one. One player left now. Ow, we did not last long though for that. Okay, we at least need to stay alive to meet the quota. We got the quota, so we should be okay. Cross my heart, hope for pie. And I really do want pie right now. Gaming with pie, come play Splatoon with us. But we did it! Yay! Of course, Pixar is releasing Toy Story 5. So, still kept my theory of Zurg being like his father to keep the camps, but Toy Story 3 or Toy Story 2. Yeah, they really should have gone that route instead of what they actually did with the movie. And with Toy Story 5, as much as I love Toy Story, where could they possibly take the story, without retconning Toy Story 4? Because, like, I don't want to go into spoilers or anything like that, but you can't have Toy Story 5 without Buzz and Woody together. And that'd be a little bit difficult to do with how they ended Toy Story 4. So, I'm not sure where they can go with it. Like, as it is, Toy Story 4 probably should. Well, okay, I was thinking about ending the stream now, but we're so close to the thing appearing on the corner. Yeah, we'll end the stream. Like, my voice is getting a little tired, but I do have other things to record tonight, so like, we'll call it for the stream. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm really excited to get back into Splatoon again, because I don't want to go into too much detail or anything, but it was really difficult to play online games for like a good month right there. Long story short, the place I was living in before the place I'm in right now, the people there weren't exactly the most pleasant people in the world, and there was a point in time where they like shut off the Wi-Fi, like they changed the passwords and didn't tell me or anything, and like I literally couldn't get online for the longest time without using my phone's data, which is not a very pleasant experience at all. But we're not thinking about that. We're thinking about Splatoon. Splatoon is awesome. So yeah. So I don't know how the Splatfest is gonna go. Hopefully something other than white chocolate wins, because white chocolate, it's good, but come on, like, you have better chocolate out there. But that's gonna be it for the stream. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned to the channel for the premiere of Let's Play number 41, Tomb Raider, starting on February 14th. It's gonna be super awesome. The next Animal Crossing update will also be uploaded on the same day, as we'll be taking care of Valentine's Day as well. And look forward to more streams on the channel. The next one is likely going to be Breath of the Wild Koroks, as we look for them in the Akala region. That's my current mindset. It might be something different. I also do want to get started on the Captain 3DS playthrough pretty soon, because that is something that I did promise before. But that's going to be that's going to be everything we'll be taking care of today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and next time, Lady Gator to you. Oh yeah.